Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Ido Agassi and today I want to show you how to make a beautiful notebook using only scrap material. Because I imagine you don't have a sewing frame like me, I will show you how to improvise without one but still work with tapes on the spine. This is going to be an exposed spine. For the inside paper, I'm going to use leftover paper that I have from my long stitch binding class. For the board, I'm going to use 1mm board that you can find in food packaging and bookbinding cloth that I have leftovers from a different project. I'm going to use red linen thread for sewing, and to improvise for sewing tape, I'm going to use just a scrap from canvas that you use for oil painting. So with an idea in mind, let's bind. I'll move this aside and we will start working. I'll start by folding the papers. I'll bring my weight and I'm going to take 4 papers, bring them to the weight and fold them together. Folding first with my hand and then with the bone folder. You can also fold each one individually, but it takes more time, and this is quite a thin paper, around 90 grams, so I can do it together. And the weight helps me align everything before folding. And the last one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So by folding 4 sheets of paper, that gives me signatures of 16 pages. And for this book, I want 8 signatures. Now, the next stage in the binding process is piercing the holes for sewing. So I'm going to open the signature in the middle, connect my template, make sure it is exactly in the edge, and then I'm going to pierce the holes. Taking it out and putting it like this. Notice that when I'm piercing the holes, I'm closing the signature, and that allows the awl to go exactly in the fold on the outside. Another thing to consider, when the template is exactly at the edge of the paper each time, then all the holes would be exactly at the same place. Taking it out. Look, everything is exactly in place. Now I'm going to bring the leftover canvas. I'm going to line it up here on my table, and I'm going to cut 2 strips of 1 centimeter. And now to improvise, because maybe you don't have a sewing frame, I'm going to fold around 3 centimeters from the edge. I'm going to fold the tape, and I'm going to insert it underneath my cutting mat. I'm going to locate one, and now I'm going to bring my template because I want to see exactly where it is. I'll put my weight for a second, and I'm going to insert the other one, so they would both be exactly where I want them to be. I can move this aside, give it a bit of an angle like this. Of course, you can also use double-sided tape and glue to the edge of the table. I'll bring 1 signature to measure the thread. So I have 8 signatures, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 extra. I'll cut it. I'll bring my needle, insert inside the needle. Now my needle trick, I'm taking the needle and going inside the thread just around 3 centimeters from the edge. I'm pulling it back and ta-da! It is holding and there's no knot to interfere with my sewing. I'm going to bring the signature to the edge of the table. I'll bring a flat weight for the inside and I'm going to start from the outside in, pull the thread almost to the end. And going out before the first tape, like so. At the beginning always there's a long thread. Now I'm going over the tape and back inside. Going outside again before the tape and on the other side of the tape. And the last hole. I'll take the second signature, put on it, put my weight inside. The weight is not necessary, it just helps me find each time the middle and prevents the signature from moving. And now I think a French stitch would be beautiful for this kind of a binding, so I'm going inside the first signature and then back inside. Off to the next hole. Inside the first stitch here on the tape on the outside and back inside, and that helps me make the French stitch. And back outside. Here at the beginning of the two signatures you do a knot. This is a double knot, a simple knot. And I can go on. Making the French stitch. At the edge, what you do is called a kettle stitch. I'm going between the two signatures before, making a loop and going with the needle inside the loop. Pulling the thread and locking the knot. Next one. So now there's actually a repetition of sewing after the first three. You do the same procedure on each side, making sure it is tight and locking. As you go on, the tapes, because you don't have a sewing frame, the tapes are holding better with the book and it becomes easier. Forming the X and going back inside. Kettle stitch. Pulling and locking the knot. And the last one. Are you getting the hang of it? And as you can see, binding takes time. You need the patience of working or watching somebody work, pulling the thread, locking, and because this is the last one, I'm doing it twice. And now I'm going to cut it very close to the edge after locking a few places before. Now I can take out everything and I have beautiful French stitch on the spine. I'll move on to making the outside cover. I cut the board to the size of the paper with 1 or 2 millimeter more just to protect the inside paper. I'm going to line it up more or less all around. Let me trim it here and trim it here. I'll bring my triangular ruler and cut with an angle on both sides. Bring some waste paper and glue the bottom side. Take my bone folder and go inside, corners here. I'll do the other side. And the last one. And I'm going to do the same 4 times, exactly like these. I'll take my book, and this is around 4. I want to trim this side also. Great. I'll bring 2 weights, and I'm going to locate the back cover because I want to see that it fits on both sides nicely. I'll put 1 weight here and 1 weight here. And now I'll take the front side, put it here. I'll bring my glue brush and I'm going to glue the 2 strips here, the 2 tapes, and connect 1 and 2. And now I'm going to glue the other side of the same front side. I'll add some glue on the top here, making sure it would glue nicely. Sit straight with the weights and bring the top side exactly. And because they are the same size, they're supposed to fit perfectly together. I'll open it like this and make sure it is connected nicely. Great. Let's do the other side. I'll bring my glue brush, glue the tapes here. Even if they are not in the same size, it doesn't really matter because it is hidden. And this trick of double-sided board helps hide the inside and connect the tape without it being seen. I'll glue the other side from the inside out because I don't want glue on the outside. And I'm bringing it exactly into place, making sure it is straight. I'll open it. and I want to put it inside the press. So I'm going to slide it. I'll take another board, slide it inside, and press. Take it out. Let's do the other side. And press. And I can take it out. And let's see what we have here. I love the result. Look how beautiful. And it is a bit of a soft cover. Opens completely flat. And look at the spine. So thank you for watching the whole process of making this book with the exposed spine and the tapes and the French link stitch. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you will enjoy this one. It is also with a French link stitch for poems by Else Lasker-Schuler. Also consider subscribing if you are interested in things related to letterpress, to bookbinding, box making, and much more. And I'll see you in my next video.